Right then, no gatekeeping at all is being done in this video. I'm going to show you step by step what you need to do to get started and then begin earning your very first commissions with TikTok Shop for Affiliate. Now, the strategies that I'm going to be teaching throughout this video are the exact ones that I've been following on my own TikTok account. And just to give you an example of the potential, this Bluetooth speaker here, I did a 30-second video literally last Monday. And since then, it's earned me over £1,000 in commission. So everything that I'm about to teach you in this video is there for a reason and it works. So get your pen and paper at the ready because ultimately there is going to be a lot of value being dropped in this. Value bombs absolutely everywhere. Now, super duper quickly, if you have just stumbled upon my channel now, you've never come across or heard of TikTok Shop for Affiliate, let me just explain real quick how it works. So you basically upload videos, you record videos of yourself talking or showing a product that you're reviewing. And those products can be sent to you for free in the form of samples, or it could be a product that you just simply bought. Now, when you record that piece of content, you upload it onto TikTok and you tag the product. And because of every sale that you help to generate, because of that video that you've just uploaded, you get a nice little commission. Now, the awesome thing about TikTok at the moment is because it's still in its infancy in the grand scheme of things, they are letting anybody go viral without ad spend, right? Provided that your video contains the right set of ingredients that I'll be talking about in this video today, you can get millions of views relatively easily. And if you just have a look at this snapshot here, so this video that I uploaded where I talked about this Bluetooth speaker, you can see it's on just short of 2 million views within a week at the time of filming. So super exciting, right? So ultimately though, by the end of this video, once you've implemented the steps that I'm going to be walking through, you are going to be able to, you're going to have the skill set to be able to generate commission figures like this on a daily basis, right? At the very least. So I'm hoping that gets you super duper pumped. Now, let me just very quickly mention my coaching community for TikTok Shop for Affiliate. It's called Honest Creators. So if by the time you watch all of this and you want to have additional help, you want to have my support, you want me to critique your videos and my coaches, I would highly encourage you to check out Honest Creators in the link below. We have coaching calls, multiple coaching calls every week. We review your videos. We've got a full course. We tell you what products to promote and so much more. Now, without further ado, let's run through the 4 steps that you need to follow if you want to make some very tasty commissions as a result of your TikTok Shop for Affiliate careers. So step 1 is, quite obviously, you need to get a TikTok Shop for Affiliates account. Now, these are completely free. The only criteria that you need to meet is that you're over the age of 18. And if you are under 18, you can probably just use your parents' details, but don't tell anyone I said that. You need to have posted a video onto your account in the past 30 days. Pretty straightforward. And then you need to have over 1,000 followers if you are in the UK or Europe. And at the time of filming, provided TikTok doesn't get banned, of course, over 5,000 followers in the US. It's this last requirement that does seem to put a lot of people off, but trust me, it's not as hard as you may think. I'm going to show you a couple of tricks in this video of how you can get those first batch of followers in order to get your account relatively easily. And to be frank, if this requirement here puts you off from getting started, then you're probably destined to work for somebody else in a 9-to-5 for the rest of your life. Because compared to all the other business models that I've tried out, affiliate marketing in general, Amazon FBA, dropshipping, the requirements to getting started here are a walk in the park. Think about Amazon FBA, what you need to do to get started there, to get earning. Find a product, find a supplier, negotiate, import, advertising on Amazon, like the list goes on, right? So trust me when I say the requirements to getting started here, it's a doddle, and just follow my guidance and you will make it through absolutely fine. So how do you get that first batch of followers fast? Well, there are tons of different methods, and the 3 most popular are shown on the screen now. So you can buy an account or you can buy followers, right? Obviously, that is not in line with TikTok's terms of service. And if they catch you, you will probably get your account banned. So I would put that as a last resort. I'd try these other options first. The second option is to join follow trains, grow rooms, and do the teamwork trend. And I'm going to walk through what that is in a second Like, I'm going to give you a demonstration of how it works in a moment. But basically, it's where you find people that also want to grow their account. You follow them, they follow you back, right? And you do that in bulk, basically, so you can grow very, very quickly. And then the third option is to simply just post content on trending topics and build your own audience. Now, that one is certainly something that I would encourage you to do. It will help you to practice speaking on camera. It will help you to build your confidence, but it's going to be quite slow. You're not going to be able to get those 1,000 followers like overnight unless you post something incredibly viral that people want to follow you for in the future. So my recommendation would be to do a combination of 2 and 3. If you're going to be doing the teamwork trend, follow trains and all that stuff, you really need to be posting on your account anyway, just to show TikTok that you're not a bot. So I would do a nice mix of 2 and 3. You can just do 2 on its own if you want, but you're going to be getting on camera anyway, whether it's your face or just your voice. So you might as well use the time before you get approved to get some practice in. So just to show you that the teamwork method does actually work, here is a snapshot of an account that I made to basically demonstrate that, right? 11:04 in the morning, I had 1 follower, and I think that was me on another account. And you can see here, I don't have any of the approvals. It's not letting me to apply for TikTok Shop affiliate. And then you can see around 7 hours later, because I'd been doing that teamwork trend, I built up to 1,000 followers and I was able to apply for a TikTok Shop affiliate account. So it absolutely does work. So this is what you need to do. You obviously need to have your TikTok account, your normal account set up. My recommendation would be to, before you get started, add a profile picture, just like I have done, and then add a short bio. Trying to get to 1,000 followers, trying to get to 5,000 followers, IFB quickly, which is I follow back quickly. You could say I follow back in 10 minutes, whatever. Let's do this. Go teamwork. Okay. Then what you need to do is you need to go onto the TikTok app and you need to search for keywords such as teamwork, grow train, follow rooms, whatever. And then my advice would be, as soon as the videos pull up, you filter those, you put them in order of date that they were uploaded. So the most recent videos are going to be shown to you on screen. So the people that are actively doing teamwork now are shown to you. And then you go into each video, and first of all, you follow the video uploader. And then secondly, you add a comment that says something like, follow me, I'll follow back immediately. Okay. And then my other recommendation would be to just start liking some of the comments of other people that are trying to do the teamwork challenge. And by doing that, what will happen is you can basically get people to follow you very quickly, and you'll be able to grow your account. Now, a little secret hack of mine that really does work, and this is one of the ways that I managed to get so many followers quickly, is if you can find a video, a teamwork video that's doing pretty well in terms of its views, and it was uploaded recently, go onto that person's account and then look at the people that are following that person and just start following them, because chances are they are actively doing teamwork. So that will just give you a big list of people that you can start following that will follow you quite quickly back. Now, obviously TikTok doesn't like this. So here are a couple of rules. Don't mass follow people in a short amount of time. I would try and keep it to 20 to 30 every hour, every 90 minutes. If you do too many, then TikTok will just say, no, you're following too many. We're putting a block on it for a while. Just calm down. Okay. So if that happens, you don't need to worry. You just need to chill out and, come back to it later. Whilst I did do this in 7 hours, I was doing it more as an experiment, just to show you how quickly it can be done if you really put your mind to it. But I would suggest that you spread this out over the period of 3, 4, 5 days, right? Just to make sure, just to prove to TikTok that you're not a bot and that you're legit. Now, it is super important that at the same time as doing this, you upload videos to your account, right? And you use your TikTok account naturally. So you flick through videos, you like, you comment, you engage. And by doing that, you're reducing the chances of getting to those 1,000 followers, applying for your account, and then TikTok just says, no, you've violated our community guidelines. And you can see the top piece, the top requirement for getting an account is meet our community guidelines. So that's the first part. The second part to teamwork is actually uploading videos, asking people to follow you. And to be honest, this was one of the reasons that I managed to grow my follow account so quickly, because one of the videos got like 1,000 or 2,000 views. So what I would do is just do some, funny video. You can kind of see in the picture here, I was trying to go cross-eyed or something, and I was just tapping the screen. Do something like that. Or, I mean, you don't have to feature in the video if you don't want to. It could be like your dog, or, just walking outside, and then just put, trying to grow to 1,000 followers. Please follow me and I'll follow you back immediately. Hashtag teamwork. You must always, with every video that you upload, include a hashtag teamwork or something so other people can find you. And provided that you do that, you should see your follower count gradually increase. So by the end of the week, at the end of whatever period it is that you're trying to get approved, you can then go onto your account. You can go to TikTok Studio, or you press the burger icon in the top right hand corner. You go TikTok Shop Affiliate, you click it, and it will let you apply. Right, so we've got our TikTok Shop affiliate accounts approved. Before we start uploading content and trying to make that tasty commission, we need to actually understand how TikTok really works and what we need to do in order to ensure that our videos get seen by as many people as possible, which will allow us to make sales and earn some commissions. So what makes a TikTok video go viral? Well, there are many different factors at play, but ultimately it boils down to how engaging your video is, right? If you just upload a piece of content and it's just you walking through a field, that is not particularly interesting and people are going to scroll on. Your aim with every single video that you upload is to ensure that people engage. So that comes in the form of people watching your videos for longer, people liking, commenting, and if it's shoppable content, clicking through to your product and buying the product. So the more things that you can do in your video to ensure that happens, the better your video is likely to perform. And it's understanding this that is honestly going to unlock serious earnings potential. A lot of people upload to TikTok and they don't appreciate that point about engagement, that they need to encourage people to watch for as long as possible, to like, comment, share, and all that stuff. And it just means that every video that they upload gets between 100 and like 250 views, and they just end up doing it over and over again. And sometimes some of their videos might do a little bit better, and that could be because of, I don't know, the product that they're talking about just naturally being more interesting and making people want to engage more. But trust me when I say this is the secret to your success, understanding that algorithm. So let's just boil down what and why it works. So the more engaging that you can make your video on TikTok, the longer you're keeping the person on the app, right? They're on TikTok for longer, they're seeing more ads, they're buying more products, whatever. That means that TikTok likes you because you're helping them to generate revenue. So that means that TikTok is going to reward you and give you more views, which ultimately should give you more commissions. Now, me saying that you should make your content as engaging as possible is easier said than done for a lot of people. It's something that I've become quite good at naturally over time because I've been doing things like YouTube and short form content for years now. But ultimately, you just need to try your best to ensure that your videos don't come across like an ad, like it's an organic piece of content. People hate ads and they hate being sold to. And I'm going to dive into this point in a little bit more detail later on. But the reason why the watch time point is so important is because if you can keep people watching your content for longer, then the TikTok algorithm can understand what type of person seems to be resonating with the video that you just uploaded. And that makes its job in terms of finding other people that will like your content far, far easier. So think of it from that perspective. You want to help TikTok in multiple ways. You want to help them by keeping people on the app for longer to help their revenue generation. And you want to help the algorithm out by encouraging people to watch your videos for longer so it knows the sort of person that is resonating with what you just said, and it can go out and find other similar people. So step 3, once you have fully got to grips with how that TikTok algorithm works and what you need to do to go viral, my recommendation is to start looking at different products to promote. Now, when you become a seasoned TikTok Shop affiliate, you are going to be spoilt for choice with products to promote. So this one here is something that was sent to me. I know it looks like a very strange product, but it's like an indoor skipping rope. I've had tablet computers sent to me. I've had projectors, the lot, right? But let me just make this clear. Just because you are offered a product to promote, or you have a product in your house to promote, it does not mean that it's necessarily a good idea for you to start making content on, because it could well end up being a waste of your time. You might not get anywhere near the commissions that you should be getting paid. You might not get paid at all. Honestly, there's so many different factors at play. But ultimately, what I would suggest you do in order to assess whether a product is on balance going to be worth your time in terms of you talking about it and promoting it is to use this checklist here. So these are my kind of golden pieces of criteria that whenever I'm looking at a product to promote, I always run through in my head. So let's just cover them quickly now. So first of all, as a complete beginner, you must ensure that the product that you are looking to promote is selling well already. It's got sales history, and you can verify that very easily by clicking into the shop product and checking what the total amount of units sold is. Now, the reason that I suggest that you do this as a beginner is because people are sheep, right? If you go onto TikTok and you see a product being recommended and you click onto it, chances are you are more likely to purchase if you can see that other people have bought it, they've left good reviews, and there's no issues, right? The reason I say it as a complete beginner as well is because if you can see that other people have bought the product, in this example here, you can see it's hundreds of thousands, then chances are as well that other creators have been promoting that specific product, and you can leverage their ideas, their creativity to give you a little bit of a boost. Now, once you become more advanced in the world of TikTok Shop for affiliates, you're going to be able to write scripts and promote pretty much any product that you want, right? But like I say, as a beginner, we want to make things easier for ourselves. So I would say only talk about products that are currently selling well already. So that's the first one. The second point applies to any creator. You need to make sure that an attractive rate of commission is being paid. Now, what is attractive? It's completely down to you, isn't it? It's a bit of a subjective point. I would say for me, the minimum should be £1 or $1 per unit, or like 5 to 10%, right? Whichever of those is higher. Now, of course, you can promote products that have lower commission amounts than this, and it does happen. There are some very tight brands out there. I think I found one the other day that was 3%. But I would say that if you're going to go for those products, you need to ensure that they are super fast selling and lots of people are currently going viral for them. If you see a product is paying, I don't know, 3% and it's like 40p a unit, and when you look at what other creators are doing with it, that there are barely any, or the number of views they're getting is super low, I would probably move on. Now, if you want to verify that point, it's super easy. You go onto the product within shop, you can pull up the affiliate dashboard, and at the bottom you'll see a number of videos, or you should see some videos. Those are the best performing videos of the week when it comes to TikTok Shop affiliate for that specific product that you're looking at. So you can click into each one. You can see how many views they've got. You can see how they're rated for GMV, gross merchandise value, which means how much revenue they've generated, and so on. So if you do that and there's no videos at the bottom and the commission rate is poor, I would personally move on. The next essential item is that the product that you're looking to promote has got enough inventory. There is no worse feeling than you making an awesome piece of content, uploading it, it starts to get views, and then the next time you check, the product's sold out. And that has happened to me. And it wasn't my own fault. The brand owner put 1 million units in stock for some stupid reason. And then 2 days later, it suddenly said 20 units. They definitely didn't sell 1 million overnight. So it can happen through no fault of your own, but for sure, you should be checking every time you look to promote a product, has it got enough inventory? What is enough inventory? If you are a beginner, you've got no experience, I would say a minimum of 100 units, right? So if it's paying £1 per sale, that means you've got the potential to earn £100. If you have a little bit of experience, you're a bit more confident in your video idea before you filmed it, I would look slightly higher. So 500 to 1,000 units. Okay, that would be my recommendation. The next point, the next piece of criteria is there a value proposition? Is there something interesting about the product like maybe because it's quite unique in its function or the way that it looks, that will make a TikTok user go, wow, I need to buy this because they know it's not available anywhere else? Or is there a value proposition in the form of price? So for example, these skipping ropes here, I really like them. The commission wasn't amazing, but I was really attracted to them because it was like £4 at the time when I was looking to promote them. And I was like, on Amazon, they're about 15 quid. So things like that, you need to ensure that there's just something, slightly unique about the product that's going to help you to promote it. So like I say, has it got the value proposition on the price point? Has it got the proposition in the way it functions and whatever? Now that one there, again, it's not completely essential. It's just going to make your lives as beginner promoters much, much easier. And then finally, I've already covered the point about good reviews, which you can check on the shop page. Is it a product that you would actually use and enjoy making content for? Because if it is going to make the idea flow coming to you in terms of what you say, what you do in your videos, so much easier. I generally these days will only promote products that I actually think, oh, wow, that's cool, because I just find that my creativity, my creative juices, as it were, flow a lot faster than if I'm just promoting, I don't know, vitamins, where I'm a bit like, how many different things can you say about a bag of vitamins? So write these down, and as a beginner, my recommendation is you ensure that before you consider promoting a product, you tick every single one of these off. So how do you find a product to promote? Now, fortunately, this part of the process, the product research, is so much easier than product research with Amazon FBA. You can find stuff that you could possibly promote within, 30 minutes or even an hour. For me, it's super, super easy because I just scroll through TikTok and I'm always seeing TikTok shop videos. So I can kind of see what other people are promoting and then decide to copy and replicate it. So there are lots of different ways of finding top opportunities. You could follow other big shop creators and have a look at what they're doing. You could just simply browse TikTok shop from the app, or you could use various apps. Now, I would say the KData app at the moment is probably the top performer out of all the other ones, so like Fastmoss and whichever other ones there are out there. So KData, I'll give you a very quick demonstration in a second, is effectively, it's a database of TikTok and TikTok shop. So it will show you top videos that are performing well when it comes to shoppable content. It will show you products that are performing well. So you can basically use KData to give you ideas of like video styles and topics, and use it to help you find products to promote. The other option is to simply browse TikTok shop and look at the different categories. So what products are currently on sale, what products are trending, what products have sold the most this week, and so on. And that can be a really easy way of doing your product research, because you could do it on your commute, you could do it on your lunch break, you could do it in the evenings when you're watching TV, and so on and so on. So let's just quickly run through KData for you now. We've got a discount in the description box below, and I'll show you just how easy it is to find top performing products and video ideas when you're using a tool like this. So this is KData, which is one of the various TikTok tools that you can use to find trending up and coming products, to find inspiration for videos, to have a sneaky little peek at what certain creators are making, and so much more. Now, one key thing just to caveat is all of KData's data is based on estimates. It's not actually provided by TikTok. So you do have to take some stuff with a pinch of salt. And I'll just give you an example of that in a moment. I usually see a number one product of being like 500 million in the last week, but it does look like they've fixed that bug. So maybe I can't show you that. But anyway, let me just very quickly walk you through KData. As I said a few moments ago, we've got a discount for it in the description box below. So I recommend giving it a whirl. It's by no means essential, but it definitely does allow you to stay ahead of the curve somewhat, because you can see products that are starting to trend, you can order the samples, and you can get ahead of many of the other TikTok shop creators that don't want to pay or that don't use it. So there's lots of different things that I could show you, but the ones that I'm going to focus on are product and then the video and ad sections. So the product section, if you click into it, will just show you the performance of every single product within TikTok shop and TikTok shop for affiliate. So we've clicked it here. We can see we've got United Kingdom selected by default, and we can see that the date range is the last 30 days. So we know now that the number one product fitting that criteria in terms of sales is the projector, the Mag Cubic or Mag Cubic. I used to call it Magic Cube projector, which is something that I've promoted myself, and I did very well off it. I made about £4,000. So I would personally say this product at the moment, it's been number one for a while. If you haven't already got it in your hands, you probably missed the boat, and you can kind of see the trend here, can't you? It's starting to tick down. Now, whether that's because it's January at the moment and a lot of people don't have cash, they're broke because of Christmas, or whether it's because of that saturation point, I don't know. But my view is it's not really worth getting at this stage. But, you can still have a look at it. And what's really helpful about this is you get some really good stats. So you can see the revenue it's generating last month. The commission rate is blank, but it's around 10% from memory. And then you can see some top performing videos. So you could click into this if you'd never seen it before, or any product for that matter. And then you can have a look at all the key metrics. So how many units the brand has sold. And this stuff is also really handy if you want to become a brand owner and actually sell products yourself as well. You can see the trends, you can change the time period. And if you scroll down, you can also see like the top videos and things. So lots of really interesting information. We can see all the top creators. We've got today's shop picks, who is a chap that I know called Isaac. And I actually interviewed him on Honest Creators. So if you become a member of our community, you'll get to see that interview. And then we can see lots of other creators in here too. So if we continue to scroll down, we can see, like I say, the videos, how well they've done and stuff. And that's, really good for inspiration of videos that you can do. So I'm not going to dive into each of these. I mean, you can play around with the filters on the left and the right. My recommendation would kind of, if you want to spot up and coming trends, is to go to pages 2, 3, 4 and be like looking at these revenue graphs and look at what happens to the number of views and so on. Now, if we go to video and ad, this is another like section of KData that I really like to use. It's so good at just getting those creative juices flowing if you're really struggling, if you've got writer's block. So as I say, we've got these vitamin D product here from Nutrition Geeks. I've done a fair few videos on them before, and I've earned thousands of pounds in commission. But if I wanted to do another video, and I may well do in the coming months, I'd come here and I'd probably look in the product section at first and then look at the videos. But you would probably come here in the first instance if you just wanted to see what the top performing videos were of the week and what products that they were promoting. So we've got like some stretchy jeans. We've got this guy here. I've actually seen this video on TikTok, and where it says ad, it means that the brand is paying for the ad, so you're getting that little extra boost. So yeah, you can kind of scroll through and you can see just how much money they've generated, can't you? Remember what I said about this being estimates. So it directionally it's going to be right, but like when you see these figures here and it's like 3 million views generated 50k or whatever, I would take it with a little bit of a pinch of salt, but directionally it will be around there. So don't go buying thousands of units if you want to become a brand owner or whatever. So that is KData. Obviously there's a lot more to it than that, but that's what I would recommend checking out if you don't want to do like the more manual method of searching for a product. And that's fine. That's something that I do quite a lot. I'm quite happy just to browse TikTok and browse the shop and stuff, but that's a much quicker method. Now, when you find a product that you would like to promote, what you're going to have to do is get that product into your hands. It is a requirement of TikToks that any piece of shoppable content that you upload onto the platform, it needs to have the product in it. You can't just show a picture. You can't steal somebody else's footage. If you do, there's a chance you might get away with it. It's a bit like speeding, isn't it? But if the camera is there to snap you, you're going to get a violation slapped on your ass. The product will be taken off your video and it will just have been a waste of time. So always make sure before you upload or plan to upload any piece of content that first of all, you add the product to your showcase. And I'll show that on the screen now. Some products, when you do that, will say you need permission. So don't film the content until you have that permission from the brand owner. And once you've added it to your showcase, either order a sample, request a sample, or purchase it. Now, as a brand new creator, you don't have any track record, right? And I'm a brand owner myself. I get inundated with sample requests, and most of them are from people that don't have any sales history whatsoever. And when I first started on TikTok Shop, I was approving those, and then I quickly saw that I didn't get any results. I was losing money because a lot of these guys weren't posting, or if they were, there was just zero effort into it. So because of that, most brands these days will only approve a sample request if they see that you've got some sort of sales history. So how do you get that sales history? Well, there's a number of different things that you could do. You could promote products around your house. So maybe you have bought vitamins before, you bought ones that are on TikTok and done well. You could manually reach out to a brand and say, "Hi, I'm very new, but I will commit to posting 2 videos on your product. Please, could you send me something?" That does work. You could just buy the product off Amazon. So I bought this off Amazon. It was £9, and the return on investment it's given me is in the hundreds of thousands, if not millions of %, because it's generated the videos I've made because of this have earned me plus £5,000. So you could do that. Once you do get a few videos under your belt, you will also start getting emails and messages from agencies that want you to come and work with them. There's no cost to a lot of them, and the benefit is that they can get you samples for free. They can negotiate higher commission rates, and they can just provide advice and help you with problems to do with like TikTok directly. Now you might ask, well, how do they get rewarded? They get rewarded because they do take a commission, but it doesn't come off your sale proceeds. It comes from the brand, like it's agreed separately. A lot of these agencies, they will provide like very surface level advice. So whilst it's really good to join one, and I am in one, I would still recommend, if you really want to up your game and be earning top tier commissions, joining something like Honest Creators, which you can find details of in the description box below. And then one final point about samples is, again, once you start getting good, once you start uploading content, TikTok will just say, here's some coupons, right? You can see this image on the screen now, and they'll say you can spend it on whatever you want, provided that you upload a piece of content within 2 weeks. And that is the rule with getting samples on TikTok. You need to upload the content within 2 weeks of receiving. So that's all about finding the products and the type of products that you should be looking to promote. Now, the fun stuff, getting views and making sales, getting some lovely commissions. Now, what is the secret to consistently getting views? There's lots of people that will upload consistently over and over and over again, and they just don't get any results, and they kind of scratch their heads and wonder why. Whilst consistency and uploading and volume is really important to ensure that you get that practice and that you can just get the odds more on your favor, there's a lot more to it than just uploading any old crap, right? My advice is every single video that you upload, it needs to contain some form of human element. And that doesn't mean that you need to show your face. You can do this entire side hustle or this entire business opportunity without ever showing your face. It means including hands, face if you want to, voice. I see so many pieces of content from people where they're not even talking, they're just filming on their camera and just showing like a bag of nutrition geeks or whatever. Those ones typically will not do as well. The second thing is to sell without selling. So, I'm sure you guys watching this now, we hate adverts. When YouTube plays an advert, we just want to skip, don't we? As soon as the skip button comes, bam, that's it. Why would TikTok be any different? If you start your video, oh my God, guys, buy Nutrition Geeks, £5, blah, blah, blah. It's on sale. You need to buy it. The majority of people will swipe off. Now, in some cases, of course, some people will see that and they may buy, but you're relying on getting lots and lots of views in order to get that sale. And that is why some people that upload over and over and over again, they're uploading 3 to 5 videos a day, they will sometimes see success because out of 150 videos that they upload in the month, 15 might end up doing quite well because of the type of ad that they were talking about. Okay, that's why ads exist. Some people do click on ads, right? So my advice is the best way of selling on TikTok is to just talk to the camera as though it's a friend down the pub, right? If you were my friend and I was down the pub or wherever at the park and I was talking about these vitamins, I wouldn't say, hey, yeah, you need to buy these things now. They're £5. You'd say, oh yeah, so I've been got recommended to take vitamins, and I've been taking these vitamin D tablets for the last month. Do you take them? It's absolutely mad, like how much my mood is uplifted, and I just feel, just generally a lot more positive or whatever, right? That kind of approach will help you to sell without selling. So that's my second piece of advice. My third piece is try and film somewhere that's quiet and not in a distracting environment. So I have seen pieces of content uploaded before where the person is in a train station and there's all people running around backwards. It's just not going to be engaging, and it's going to be hard for the person to keep their attention, and focus on what you're saying. They'll just scroll off. And then the final thing, and this one is the really, really important one because so many people don't do it, it's planning and structuring your content. So before you sit down and film yourself, you need to write out what are the benefits of the product. How is the product going to help the person that you're talking to, right? And you need to write out your story. You need to write out what it is that you're going to say that will encourage somebody to click on your link and buy. Because if you don't do that and you just do it off the top of your head, it's going to be full of you need to, these skipping ropes they're £4, buy them, right? It just, honestly, trust me, it won't work. So plan and structure your content. And if you look on my account, you'll see that not every single one of my videos does well, and that's just part of the game, right? But because of the fact that I do all of these things, I plan and structure my content, a large proportion do end up getting over 1,000 views, and I've had videos get 6 million views, 2 million views, whatever, right? And if you look through my account, you'll see that I haven't uploaded like tons and tons of videos. I try and do like one a day if I can, but I'm certainly not a creator that does 3 or 4 a day every single day. My approach, my method, it gets me sales and it gets me views because I kind of put a bit more thought into it. So, I could do an entire separate lesson on this, the different styles that you could do, or a separate video, and I probably will in the future. I do discuss it a lot in Honest Creators, but yeah, that's just the approach that I would take and that I recommend. So to help you structure your content, my suggestion is you get a piece of paper and you write out hook, story or information, and then CTA. The hook is something that you say, do, and show in that first 3 to 10 second period on your video that makes the person scrolling stop in their tracks and go, right, what is it that this person's saying or showing or about to reveal? I'm curious, right? And the reason you want to do that is to encourage them to watch as long as possible so that TikTok algorithms can start capturing data and understanding which people are watching for as long as possible, and then it can go out and find more. If you don't do that, then the algorithm will have no idea on what type of person would like your content. So if you're just saying, hey guys, thank you and welcome to the channel, people will scroll on, the algorithm has no data on who likes what you're about to talk about, and the video will die. So an example of a good hook that you could say could be, you guys are not going to believe what happened to me earlier, or I can't believe that this XYZ, just something that raises curiosity, right? Now, there are lots of different types of hook that you can use, and there's different forms of hook. So like I said, that one I just did there was something I was saying, a verbal hook. You've got the visual hook, so something that you show, and then you've got the text hook, something that you put onto the video at the front. I'm not going to dive into the detail there. I've spoken about it on a couple of occasions on this channel, and again, it's covered in detail in Honest Creators. Then the next bit, 30 to 70 seconds at the absolute max. My preference is 30 to 40 seconds, and that is where you're telling your story and you're informing the person of what the product is and why it's going to benefit them. And you can do it in an indirect way. So I did a video on these the other day, and I was just being like, to my wife, I was telling a story, pretending I'd just been using this in the bedroom. Yeah, these things are for people that want to skip indoors and haven't got much space. Like, yeah, it's so good. It's actually, look how many calories I've just burned. It tracks them. Things like that. See, I'm giving off the benefits and subtly revealing the features without being like, buy these guys, it's got a screen, it's calories. Through the art of storytelling. And then finally, the CTA, the call to action. You need to tell people that they can buy it by pressing your yellow icon. A lot of people are new to TikTok Shop and they haven't seen it before. So my wife said, where did you get them from? I got them from TikTok Shop. They were like £5. Yeah, just press the yellow icon down here if you want to get it, or whatever. People realize at that stage that it's an ad, clearly, but it doesn't matter. They've watched the bulk of the content. So that is how it works. So let me just show you a very quick example of me doing a couple of... If you're based in the UK, then I'd advise you to not look at the news that's just broken, because it's really going to ruin your day. They're now forecasting. Okay, so this is something that I did in the summer. The hook. If you are based in the UK, guys, bad news, I'm afraid. It's going to ruin your day. The hook. Everyone that sees my video is going to be in the UK. So they're like, oh, it's a broad hook. What is it he's about to say? It captures them and it makes them want to continue watching that. Then I got the text hook that's reinforcing what I'm saying. And then I've got the visual hook. It's me falling onto a bed. It's a bit unusual. And then the rest of the video is me just talking about, there's going to be another heat wave. And fortunately for me, I'm okay. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. And then at the end, if you want one, make sure you grab one ASAP. It's as simple as that. Now, as complete beginners, my advice, if you want to ensure your TikTok shop affiliate careers are as successful as possible and that you don't lose motivation in week 2 and move on, and it may well happen that you lose motivation, but you need to just keep going. And the best way to ensure that that happens is to understand that you are basically learning to ride a bike. And when you learn to ride a bike, you have stabilizers on and a helmet, don't you? And you have guidance. So the way that I would describe this, and this is what you need to do, is instead of writing your own scripts and coming up with your own ideas, go out on your bike with stabilizers. So find a product that you want to promote and imitate other people's content that has already gone viral. And you can do that, as I say, by going onto KData and searching for the product that you've got and then looking at top performers. And literally, trust me, Brett, you need to do that at least 20 videos so that you can get that practice of speaking to the camera, of being engaging. You get that practice of editing. You get that practice of just building your confidence up when selling a product without selling. Because if you do that 20, 30, 40 times and you don't see any result whatsoever, you need to work on your storytelling ability, like the way that your tonality and your energy and your editing and all that. Whereas if you just go out on your bike with no stabilizers, no helmet, and you're writing your own scripts and your own hooks and all that, in addition to all that other stuff, if your videos don't perform, you're not going to have a Scooby-Doo what it is. Is it because of my script? Is it because of the product? Is it because of me? And so on. So without a doubt, this is what you need to do. This is how you need to start. Okay. So recommendation is start with popular products that are currently going viral or that are up and coming going viral using tools like KData. Record the videos. I would honestly mimic more or less. You could change little things like the hook maybe, but like this is exactly what I recommend members of Honest Creators to do. And then once you've recorded it, it's time to upload. Now, the uploading process of this video is going to be super short because it's straightforward, right? So you go onto your TikTok account with the approval, you press the plus, and then you upload the video as you would a normal TikTok video. And then instead of just pressing submit, you press add link button, and then you choose the product and you add it. My suggestion would be, rather than just leave the default name for the product, just put something like click here or tap here or something that doesn't really reveal immediately what the product is that you want to buy. And that is more or less it. Now, this is just a beginner guide, right? There's obviously going to be a lot more to it. I could talk for hours, and I do talk for hours within Honest Creators. So my final suggestion, if you really do want to take it up a notch and you want to earn commission figures like what we've got on the screen here, some of my results and some of our members' results, is to join Honest Creators. So we are a community of TikTok shop affiliates and just general affiliates that are doing content creation. And we have 2 coaching calls every week. You get a full course where I talk in a lot of depth about everything that we've spoken about today, but obviously a lot more detailed. We give you product ideas or product opportunities. We email those to you every other week. We give you scripts to copy, and we have a sample exchange, and we've got a bustling community. Honestly, like I'll show it on the screen now, just how active it is. So if you would like guidance through that entire process, click the link below and come and join us. And I can promise you will not regret it. The way that I would view joining something like Honest Creators is like having a personal trainer at the gym, right? And just being in a fantastic gym with high-end equipment. You've got great people surrounding you, motivating you because you can see the results they're getting. You've got a personal trainer that will come over and tell you what you're doing wrong and doing right. And ultimately, you are going to get to that point of fitness a lot quicker than if you just went out for a run in the park and did it on your own. So I hope that you've enjoyed this tutorial and this mini course, whatever you want to call it. There's going to be a lot more of this stuff in the future. So if you want anything, any content to do with TikTok Shop Affiliate, Amazon FBA, making money online, I'm your man. So don't forget to subscribe and share. That is it for now. TTFN to top for now. See ya.